Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Day and Ross, owner-operator driven. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, the success of ELOGS with LAIDLAW Van LP. Rig of the Week, a 2011 Volvo. And we're hauling heavy with the ladies of LOCOMOTE Systems. But first, industry leaders, LAIDLAW Van LP.
I've been with the company since June 1976 and running the van division of LAIDLAW since 1991. We're pretty proud of our equipment. In our business, it's about fuel economy, aerodynamics, reliability. We used to be fairly heavy in the truck show circuit back in the mid-90s and won best fleet at most of all the big truck shows around there, but we've had to roll with the punches as the rates keep going down. We've had to concentrate more on fuel economy, more on our ability to make money. We're running 276 power units out of this building, 610 trailers on 4 different dispatch boards. We're not just in Ontario, we're not just in Northern Ontario, we're in Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. We've got a tremendous amount of loads going to Newfoundland. So we're spread out from a hiring point of view. We have drivers that live from Windsor all the way to Halifax, from Thunder Bay all the way down to Fort Erie.
It's an industry that is maybe misunderstood. It's a difficult lifestyle. There's no hiding that fact.
Things are changing. We've still got the long-haul truckers out there, but we have a lot of regional, local work now, and we can pretty well get jobs tailor-made to your needs.
We've got the freight system to get you home and get you back out again. The trucking industry has a tremendous amount of opportunities for people. I mean, you look at me, grade 12 education, School of Hard Knocks. I'm very lucky to have worked for this company all these years, and I'll be with it till the day I retire or die, one of the others. So. The average age of the owner-operator is getting older, and along with that, so are their trucks. We aren't seeing a lot of owner-operators buying new trucks. I believe they're afraid of the new engines, the new emissions. There aren't a lot of young guys in Southern Ontario anyway, coming out of high school saying, I want to be a truck driver.
There's a lot of drivers getting older, and we've had drivers here for their whole career, but it's an aging force, and I think one of the biggest industry challenges is getting enough younger drivers in.
We need to get the youth back in this. If you own it, a truck brought it. Always remember that phrase.
Basically, without our drivers, we're not in business. We work together as a family. And then this way, you know, if we need help, they're there to help us.
It's a very tough business to be in, but as our demographics get older and older, it's harder and harder to find drivers that want to do this stuff.
I've been in this business for 39 years, and I will stay in it till I retire. Once it's in your blood, it's there, it's gotcha.
In the future, we're going to have to really, really work at getting more young people in the industry.
It's a trade that you have for the rest of your life.
There's work out there, and if they want to work hard, they can make some real money, some serious money.
Before you call me, talk to one of our drivers on the road. That's the best salespeople we can get.
We do sacrifice a lot, but we also get a lot of rewards if you work for the right company. I have tried a couple other things over the years, but I always came back to transportation. It's kept food on the table for us, and it's given us a stable lifestyle. You can start driving a truck, you might like it so much you might buy the company. Lots have.
I just think we need to find a way as an industry to start attracting younger people into the trucks. It's not just driving a truck, it's a business.
After the break, Rig of the Week, a 2011 Volvo, and trucking with the ladies of LOCOMOTE Systems.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel.
They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School, training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. We understand the movement of goods from anywhere to anywhere in the world. We connect the dots and add clarity to life. And that's what supply chain does. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Artistry in iron motorcycles. All the car clubs. Every type of cool car. Meet Danny, the Count of counting cars. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats, every type of cool car. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
A leading authority in dry van transportation. The only call you need to make for all your shipping requirements. Spady Transport, carrying your business load. Closed captioning by Bryson Insurance, your partner in success for family and business.
When I woke up in the morning, I found a note at the foot.
I'm Ross Gowan from Premier Bulk in Richmond Hill. They started back in 2001 in a trailer, and now we've got a half-acre lot down in Richmond Hill, just up by the GO train station. I've been driving for 28 years. It's a 2011 Volvo, 485 horse, super singles on the back, air ride on it's air ride all the way around. A moose bumper went on the year after I got it. It's a nice ride. I don't mind it at all. I've driven Volvos now for 9 years. Other than that, it used to be internationals. I like it. The ride and the vision and the safety features that Volvo has. It's all stock, all original. Yep, that's how the boss wants them. This is my 4th truck in 4.5 years.
At the same job, and one day it all was gone. When I woke
LOCOMOTE means in constant movement, and our trucks are in constant movement. My name is Mario, and we're sitting here in Milton, Ontario at LOCOMOTE Systems Inc., and this is the head office. LOCOMOTE started in 1989, started off with one truck, moving roofing debris. And one day we received a phone call from one of the big steel mills in Hamilton asking us for their help. And next thing you know, we've become one of their #1 carriers, not only in the Hamilton steel mills, but also up north. The way I see it, you're hauling live loads. You're actually physically loading the trucks. You are responsible to make sure they're placed in proper positions in order to get your axle weights. You're also responsible for the chaining or the securement of these loads and getting these heavy loads, from point A to point B. And we're not talking 40,000. We're talking, a lot of times our trucks are moving up to 97,000 per load. So it takes a special kind of breed of driver to feel comfortable going up and down the road that way. We've got young guys to older gentlemen, so we've got women in their mid-40s, and we've got young ladies in their mid-20s, and they're out there and they work just as hard, if not harder than some of the men, and I tell you one thing, they give the men a good run for their money.
I've had my AZ license since June of this year, 2013. I am a 25-year-old working in a man's industry. My dad was a trucker. A lot of my friends were truckers. And when I said I was thinking about going to get my license, a lot of people said that I couldn't do it and all this shenanigans. And I basically said, oh yeah, guess what? And I started out with my B. I was a school bus driver, but that was 2 years ago. Went out, got my Z endorsement, went and did flatbed, straight truck with a boom, and then from there just worked my way up.
I'm short, I'm only 5 feet tall. They see this little short girl jump out of the truck, and I think sometimes they're thinking I'm gonna be over 6 feet tall and a little heavier set, I'm not sure, but sometimes they take a step back and kind of look, and I usually get that little joke tossed at me. Do you got phone books or 2x4 on your pedal, or how do you reach your clutch or anything? But it's all in good humor. Back in the olden days, everybody did it because they loved it. And now I think it's just a job to most people, whereas I do it because I love it. There's 5 of us now, which is pretty cool. At one time, there was just me.
When I started in 1981, there wasn't a whole lot of women. Like, very few. Like, you would see them running team, but you would very rarely see them by themselves.
I was in the industry where I was getting laid off all the time. I had the opportunity to get a job, get my license, so I went ahead and I wrote my test on my own, and it's a challenge, and I enjoy the challenge. Because I'm a woman doesn't mean I can't shift gears and go down the highway just same as the man would do. I respect the male workers and they respect me.
We're all equal, no matter what. We're all equals running around out here.
Stay tuned for ELOGS with LAIDLAW Van LP.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel.
They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
A leading authority in dry van transportation. The only call you need to make for all your shipping requirements. Spady Transport, carrying your business load.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a drive.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School, training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine. Join our team and go the distance.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Artistry in iron motorcycles. All the car clubs. Every type of cool car. Meet Danny, the Count of counting cars. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. Every type of cool car. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
When I got here in 2008, they were still telephone dispatch.
Traditionally in our industry, it's always been done on paper.
In our business, we have to find ways to be more competitive, cost-conscious, and technology for us has gone light years in the last 3 years. We went from having nothing in the trucks because I didn't believe the systems out there did all the things that I wanted them to do.
Electronic logs are now becoming more widespread, and we have more and more drivers coming in and asking about it and wanting to be trained on it because we don't, at this point in time, it's not mandatory. The electronic logbook, in a way, everybody is fair and honest, and we're all in the same playing field.
So the things that PeopleNet can do for our drivers now is amazing. It's Fuel Ahead program which tells them what the price of fuel is going forward so they can buy the cheapest fuel possible. You know, email to home, email to the people here. The system's actually quite amazing. So we had some struggles for the first while getting them working, but right now they're tremendous for us.
When we first introduced the concept of going to electronic communication, I believe it was back in 2008, some of the younger guys, more in tune with technology, were quite receptive, eager to learn. Some of the older guys that have been here for 15, 20, 25 years, a little less receptive. Their way of thinking was, I've been surviving this long without it, why do I need it now? What's the benefit to me?
They've made the investment in this electronic system. Again, that's an enabler for me. It enables me to drive more and do less paperwork. Border crossings, again, are all part of this system. It's important. The less I spend waiting and or doing administration means I can drive more. And that's the only way an owner-operator makes money, is to drive down the road. You do not make money sitting at the terminal. You do not make money sitting at a truck stop. That means I can focus on exactly what I need to focus on here, which is turning 500 miles a day, 10,000 miles a month, as quickly as possible so I can go home. By not having to phone in, I'll do 5 minutes worth of communications with PeopleNet, and I'm done. I'm on the road again. I don't make money typing on that keyboard. I make money driving my truck. Every time you take a break on a paper log, it's a minimum 15-minute flag because that's the grid. It counts in 50-minute blocks. Whereas on an E-log, it counts by the minute. So if you stop and do something and it takes you 3 minutes, you know, for a quick wash and break or something, that's it. It's 3 minutes, not 15. So you've just gained 12 minutes there. And add those up over the course of the day, and it could be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour and a half extra time to work simply by being more compliant and legal.
I have worked E-logs now for 3 years, and I can honestly say that there is no problem getting the miles with it. You can easily do your 2,500, 3,000 miles a week, and the thing keeps you legal. It does all the recording for you. You don't get caught with violations at the scales and that type of stuff because you inadvertently put a line in the wrong place because you were sleepy one night when you wrapped up your logs. I find it very convenient. I find it's very peace of mind, really, because I know I'm going down the road legal.
The electronic logbook does all the calculations, so it's a lot simpler for the driver to stay legal and operate. All the calculations are done, so there's no mistakes being made. There's no human errors involved. It takes a lot of the stress away from them. They're less inclined to get detained at one of the roadside inspection stations because the driver cannot falsify on his logs. It's legal. And you know, more modernized equipment on the road means that we spend a lot less time in inspection stations being scrutinized and more time dealing with the customer's freight going down the road. There's a few spots in northern Ontario where we do have some dead zones, but it wouldn't matter what kind of technology you're using except for a satellite. It would knock it out, cell phone or a PeopleNet system. There's one near North Bay that I think lasts about 43 miles, and that's about the largest that I'm aware of in this side of the Rockies.
The industry that we're in pays by the mile, and when you pay by the mile, you have to be able to give the drivers the miles every single day. You can't have a day, a week, where you're only getting 60% of the revenue that you could generate. They come to work, they got to get 500 miles a day or more. Anything less than that's a failure in my eyes. Every driver that's at LAIDLAW that goes on it loves it and wants to stay on it. We're running a campaign trying to convince every driver to go on them. We believe it's the right thing to do, and it's the safest and best way to run a truck.
After the break, we're hauling heavy with the ladies of LOCOMOTE Systems.
Challenger Motor Freight. We understand the movement of goods from anywhere to anywhere in the world. We connect the dots and add clarity to life. And that's what supply chain does. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel.
They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Trucker Television, by truckers for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker Television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Meet Danny, the Count of counting cars. Canada's biggest swap meet. RPM Havelock.
First load I ever hauled on my own was a load of topsoil with an old Western Star and a 3-axle dump trailer. I was running from North Bay to empty up to Englehart, load and bring topsoil back down. I was doing that 3-4 days a week. It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was fun. And the nervousness passed pretty quick, and I got right in on the click, and away I went. Oh, there you are. I see you in the little crest over there. You going to load? Yeah, buddy. Where are you loading for? No, I don't got no numbers yet. Top secret.
Oh, we got a couple accidents on the 400. One before Innisfil Beach Road, blocking 2 left lanes, both north and south. And then there's a fuel spill at Mapleview with 1 lane open as well. So we are taking the back way. Right out of high school, I didn't get into it. I was into retail, marinas, housekeeping, all that fun stuff. And everybody always told me, you are terrible in customer service. And that's when I figured it out. I was like, okay, maybe I need to go trucking, because if I am not good with customer service, then maybe I should just be in a truck, have my alone time. I headed up to the Sioux by myself. It was a split load for Nelson and Nova. So scared. I had no idea what was happening, and like to experience the weight, the actual weight of it for the first time was so like I was shaking. But after like a couple times I got used to it. Copy. Just if you guys are gonna pass that plow, it's a little tight. Just keep her tight to the guardrail.
Yeah, I see he's got his oil and plow sticking up.
Yeah. I've been asked if I'm just a co-pilot or if I'm a wife or a girlfriend. Basically, when I hop out of the truck, nobody believes it until I actually get back in the truck and start driving.
We've been fortunate enough that we've had a cast of drivers that do their jobs, and they do it quite well, and who are determined, and they're out there and they're slugging it back and forth, and they're just out there to do the best that they can.
Send us a picture of your truck and you could win a set of new line fenders. Working trucks, show trucks, new trucks, old trucks. Send us a picture of your truck. You will be entered into the 2nd annual Trucker Television New Line Fender Contest. Next week on Trucker Television, a top-notch trailer at LAIDLAW Van LP. Rig of the week, a 1988 Max Superliner. We're hauling steel with LOCOMOTE systems and keeping dry and safe with new line fenders. Trucker Television is brought to you by RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Wasp Cam, the sports action camera Trucker Television uses. Be on Trucker Television at Truck and Roll Encore.